Ciao ragazzi, siamo qui con i Krang, qui al CIQ, al Botti Disgry party. Welcome to Italy.
Thank you.
And, how are you?
All good, all good.
Okay, let's talk about your last album. And what is appreciated by the public?
It's hard to say. It's like I don't know. Like this album, it's maybe a little special because it was first time when we, like, all of us did some part of the songs, but it's hard to say. I don't know if. What do you think, guys? It's like appreciated like in different way than the previous,
It depends on people. Well, if you ask the band, the most of the band thinks is the best what they do, and if you ask the people, well, there are definitely people who appreciate the album.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Are merch and new record sales going well?
It has a little bit lower sales than the last album.
Okay.
But we don't know why. If it's because of the album it's not good, or maybe the time change. We talking about it in a van. Why it is? If it's because people getting old and stopped listening to this kind of music, or the whole situation changed. A lot of bands releasing the albums, so it's too much. So people just pick their favorite. So it could be a lot of things. So yeah, it's like.
Are you doing a mini tour in Italy? An expectation?
I think it's great. Like we've been there last year. We played just 2 shows, so this time it's 4 shows. So that's great.
I see you.
Next,
I see you.
Yes, next time 8 shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, you haven't seen, because last time we had another drummer.
Yeah.
It was the first time in our existence when we didn't play with Henny, with Thomas, with our drummer, because he, like, day before the tour he gets sick. So we got the chance to cancel the tour or do it with another drummer. So Patrick from the Rabies band.
He just he filled in, and we managed it somehow.
How do you feel about playing in front of Italian audiences?
What do you think, Henny? It's your first time.
Yeah, it's good. It's totally different than in our country, because I think people more appreciate this kind of music, and people are more like. I think there are more like communities. Even in small towns, there are still some people who like to run the club and do the shows or parties or whatever. So I think it's pretty cool. I think it's better.
Yes, you got a nice scene here.
We have it like in a big cities, for example, in our country, that there are some squads or some small clubs run it by some independent people, but it's not in a small town. So for us, when we play in our country, it doesn't make sense to play like a lot of shows like in every small town. It's always like 2 or 3 biggest cities in our country.
The Italian punk scene is very united. It's very united, and it's too hot.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember last year when we play in Codogno, there was a lot of people who travel, I don't know, like 2 hours.
Small location, but
yeah. It was like it was full street after the show. It was great, and I remember a lot of people said that they came from Milan or Torino or different cities. That I'm going after the show. I'm going like 2 or 3 hours back home.
That's the guy.
and also I would say like people from Italy, they're more like open-minded for another, let's say, another styles. Like, I mean, in our country there is like a huge scene of old school punk people, or huge scene for hardcore, and we're like something like in a middle. We're like fast, but we're very melodic, but we're not very like pop band. We're still like rock, but we're not hard enough to be like with hardcore bands. We're not punk enough to be with old school punk bands. So it's sometimes really hard, and it's really cool to go to Europe, and see, like, for example, in Italy, that it makes sense to play with the other like underground bands or with other bands.
do you have any important news for the 2025? Collaboration live.
About us, I wanted
Yeah.
to say world is gonna burn in hell in 2025, but
Yeah, if the world not gonna end in nuclear war, we're probably gonna play some shows, maybe some tours. We got some rough plans, but nothing is confirmed yet. But we're gonna play some nice festivals. So maybe some in Italy,
yeah.
maybe.
And we would like to start with working of the new album. We have some small ideas in our head, so we would like to
Start working on
I'm
the
not
new
sure.
music.
I'm not sure if we're gonna really release this album in 2025, but
Yeah.
It's
it's gonna be
probably
hard work.
26,
Okay.
something like that.
People can follow your social for see every
follow
news.
for updates.
Perfect. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank
and
you very
much.
see you
Thank you.
on the stage.
Grazie.
Thank you.
Grazie mille.